Hello, my name is Elena Pop, and I'm the Executive Director of the Eviction Defense Network.
My name is Mark Tarbox. I started at EDN in January of 2021 as an anxious participant of what we then called the webinars. Today, I'm a successful graduate of the EDN Tenant Empowerment Program. I resolved my case successfully with the program's help. I started to help tenants as a volunteer, and I'm now one of EDN's law clerks, and in a few months, I hope to be an apprentice at EDN working towards my license to practice law.
The Eviction Defense Network is a proud member of the Los Angeles County Right to Counsel Coalition and its Stay Housed LA program. All 11 agencies that help low-income people in LA County for free are part of this coalition. You can apply for representation from one of these programs at stayhousedla.org by clicking on legal help. You see the button on the screen, legal help, on that website. You will immediately be assigned one of the 11 legal services programs. Unfortunately, we only have resources to meet 10% of the need. The entire coalition has the resources to help 1 out of 10 households that are being evicted. Join the EDN TEP program. Learn to represent yourself while your case is being assessed by your assigned legal services program. And stay with the TEP program if you're not given full scope representation.
If you have a disability, including a learning disability, and need a reasonable accommodation, please let us know. We will ask one of the more advanced students to work with you as a navigator to guide you each step of the way.
The EDN TEP program was recently featured on an NBC report. Give us a moment to play that recording. Kevin, can you just insert it? Because almost everyone here has seen it already.
Yes.
Si ellos pueden reverse lo que han dicho el juez, entonces tú no tienes que.
Okay,
What was that?
you're up.
We want to congratulate Erica on her strength, preparedness, bravery, and success. Elena was working on other cases. Erica had to rise to the occasion. Erica was able to do that because the TEP program prepared her. Newcomers are sometimes put off by our approach. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays are all about tough love. If you can't take constructive criticism, please don't raise your hand in class. Listen and learn from the others and follow all the steps. Here, we don't think, we confirm. Here, we don't try, we do. We always arrive on time. Here, we don't make excuses, and we certainly don't waste other people's time with our excuses. We know how to mute. We mute and unmute quickly. We don't apologize when we mess up because that wastes even more time. We know the details of our case and have memorized the case number, the plaintiff's name, the court department, the judge, and the opposing counsel. And don't waste people's time shuffling paper. Here, we buck up and suit up. We are all in. Here we learn together and support each other. To quote one of our participants, this is not summer camp. It is boot camp.
To succeed in the program, watch the videos and attend TEP class. Kevin, can you move your cursor around the course, starting with watch the videos? So please watch the videos. And then take steps 8, 9, and 10 to get your answer and exhibit book reviewed. Text Mark and Elena at 9 a.m. any Monday through Friday to make that appointment. You text your PIP or personal information paragraph with the last sentence telling us that you're wanting to have your answer and/or your exhibit notebook reviewed. Take steps 11 and 12 to decide what your negotiation goal should be and to have your trial notebook reviewed. Watch your judge in action. Actually, go to court and watch your judge. Go to class before each court appearances to get on our calendar so that we can support you at each court appearance. Make sure you text your updated PIP to Elena and Mark at 8 a.m. in the morning of the appearance, with a closing sentence in your PIP that explains your status so that we can be there for you. Keep Mark and Elena posted all day long the day of your appearance, and don't sign or agree to anything without clearing it with us. Prepare your binders. Get a final review and send them to the other side via a scan at least 3 days before the meet and confer deadline, which is also known as the document exchange deadline. Meet and confer with the other side without fear. If you do all of this, you will either settle your case on your terms early in the process, or you will show up on to your final status conference and trial ready. Win or settle big. And if this feels a little overwhelming, it's because you haven't watched all the videos yet. You haven't come to enough classes. We have enough successful stories to prove that this can be done.
Erica was prepared and rose to the occasion in spite of her fears because she did not shy away from this boot camp. We are able to settle most cases. We are able to substitute into the case sooner in most cases. But there are no guarantees, so you have to be ready. You start the program by watching video 1A at edn.la/videos. If you have not watched this video, you will be lost and confused in class today. The answers to your questions are in the videos. You are always welcome to stay today, but please don't ask questions or raise your hand until you have watched this video a few times.
After you've watched video 1A, you want to watch video 2A. Again, today, you can stay in class, even if you haven't seen it, but please don't raise your hand or speak until you watch this video.
You should know how to rename yourself. If you need help, you have the following options. Stay in the beginner group today. Or you can watch the Zoom to Victory video 1B. Watch a Zoom tutorial specific to your device. Or go to the tenant support group on Friday night and get help from other tenants. The current coding for naming yourself is being put in the chat right now. This is an evolving program, and procedures change faster than we can update videos and handouts.
You should have a PIP ready to go. Put it in the chat, addressed to Elena, and then immediately afterwards, put in the chat addressed to Mark, so both of us will get it. Do it as soon as you're asked to do it and not 1 second before. If you put it in the chat too early, you will clutter the chat. Make sure that the PIP that you are sending us is up to date. The best way to write a PIP is to copy the template from our website. You can find it at the bottom of the webinars list at edn.la/webinars. We suggest that you copy it onto another device using another program and then write over each of these prompts.
Elena Tennant.
21 stud 00001.
Department 93.
213-385-8112.
ElenaTennant@gmail.com.
2536 Perfect Lane, LA 90031.
Built 1924.
Units on lot 7.
Tenancy 20 years.
Household 5 adults, 2 kids, 1 adult is elderly, no disabled.
Rent is $1,100 per month.
2 bedrooms.
Opposing counsel is KTS.
Type of notice, 3-day pay or quit.
The notice to pay rent or quit demands rent for April through October 2022.
COVID impacted.
Answer with the Tenant Power Toolkit was filed on February 2nd, 2023, and has not been reviewed by an attorney.
SHLA application, Stay House LA application, yes.
EDN intake on legal server, yes.
Are you a retained Eden client? No.
Any other urgent deadline? None.
Questions? This is a smart question. I've watched 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 2C, 2E, and 2H. I need help figuring out if I can win. Can we do it in class? If not, I will text my PIP at 9 a.m. on Monday to Mark and Elena.
Next court appearance, June 15th, 2023.
Jury preserved.
Second appearance. It is a final status conference and the trial is June 22nd, 2023.
You can see from this that I would be able to get a real grasp on the case by just reading this very quickly. Every piece of information on this matters. Please do it exactly like we've just taught you. This is the life of a tenant empowerment. Kevin, you should switch to slide 37. This is the life of a tenant empowerment program case. At the tenant empowerment program, and if you could run the cursor through each of the categories, you learn the law by watching the videos. And at this moment, you just need to go on stayhousela.org and watch their videos because none of ours are up to date on the law. We have the best videos on the process, but not on the law. You get confident by attending the support group and you learn the process of the evictions, how they go, what you're going to do each step of the way by attending the TEP classes on Monday at 5:30, Wednesday at 5:30, and Saturday at 8:30. And the links for all of this you can get at edn.la/webinars. You can have your case assessed by making an appointment to have your answer reviewed, your exhibit notebook review, your trial notebook review, your 16 factors, and to help fill out the stipulation forms that you need to walk into court with and hand to your opponent. You get on our court calendar at the TEP class right before your court date. That does not mean we're going to represent you. It means that we're going to be on the lookout for you and we're going to help you that day, either remotely by text or if we're in the same courtroom in person. It also means that we're thinking, okay, is this one likely to go to trial? And if this was likely to go to trial, we're putting together a puzzle to maximize the chances that we'll be able to step in on all your cases. And attorneys can, in fact, step into your cases if you follow these steps and one is available.
This is our 18 steps to success. We are putting all the handouts in the chat right now. Please download them, print them, 3-hole punch them, and put them in your notebook. If you buy a notebook from us, they will be included. This is an updated 18 steps. Check the date on yours and print this one if yours is older. Read all the handouts. Use them as your guides. Be like Rod and not like Max. Step 1. Watch videos 1A and 1B. Step 2, learn to rename yourself and write your personal information paragraph, the PIP. Step 3, apply to Stay Housed LA. Step 4, apply to EDN, fill out our intake form. Step 5, watch a Zoom tutorial for your device. Step 6, watch video 2A, how to respond to a notice from your landlord. Watch video 2B, how to respond to a summons and complaint from the court. Don't ask questions in class until you have gotten at least this far.
Step 8, prepare your answer using the Tenant Power Toolkit or go to a self-help center. Make sure a jury is preserved. To demand a jury, you write jury demanded at page 5, paragraph 5 of your answer and file a FW002 form. On that form, you check jury fees. Step 9, buy your notebook, gather your evidence, and organize it as instructed in video 5E. Step 10, make an appointment for us to review your answer and your exhibit notebook. Step 11, watch video 2C on negotiation. Step 12, make an appointment for us to help you put together your trial notebook and to go over your 16 factors to consider in whether you should stay or move out, and to help you fill out your stipulation for judgment forms. Step 13, come to class, Monday, Wednesday at 5:30 and Saturday at 8:30. You will get back what you put into this program. Come less, get less. Come more, get more.
Step 14, watch the video series over and over. Step 15, do a final review of your notebook before your first appearance, and if needed, bring it back before each appearance. Step 16, go to court at least 4 times before your first appearance. Step 17, get involved. Help us with outreach. This is not a requirement by any means. Step 18, before each appearance, come to class. Text your PIP at 8 a.m. that morning.
Review and memorize our 17 high function tips later today. Note that tip 2 teaches you exactly how to rename yourself.
Tip 8 tells you when you can raise your hand today. Only raise your hand if you want advice, or you have your PIP ready, or 3, you have watched video 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, and any videos that apply to the stage of the process where you currently are. These videos answer your questions. If you need something explained or clarified, we're happy to do so.
And a little correction, those are ands. You have to want the advice, you have to have your PIP ready, and you have to have watched those videos. Watch video 2C and get ready for your 16 factor analysis.
Do your 16 factor analysis. We can help you with it at a TEP class or at a scheduled meeting. Raise your hand when we call for your deadline and put your PIP in the chat if you want to do it in class. If you prefer an appointment, follow the instructions at step 12 to make that appointment.
We know you're stressed. Stress will only stop you from listening and following instruction, and that is the fastest route to a lockout by the sheriff. Overcome your stress through knowledge and power and by following instructions. We ask you to be in court 45 minutes before your scheduled time for a reason. Carla aimed to be on time, was 20 minutes late, and lost her case because she arrived late. Jeremy today left to be in court 45 minutes before his scheduled time, got a flat tire, and still got there early. We ask you to rename yourself a certain way because it allows us to prioritize. If we ask you to please rename, in other words, we take your name and we say, please rename, you are not named correctly, which means you are not following instructions. If you arrive more than 35 minutes late, that's at 6:05 on a Monday or a Wednesday or at 9:05 on a Saturday, we will add the time that you arrived to the meeting to your name so that we know you missed the orientation. If we run out of time, you will not be allowed to ask questions or be consulted.
If you are listening to this video, you have connected with the resources to get the best possible result in your eviction case. The Eviction Defense Network has a 98% success rate in resolving eviction cases. While there is no guarantee, our success rate speaks volumes about our experience, our knowledge, and our commitment.
Every instruction we have given you is a step towards success.
Through our empowerment classes, we are teaching people to represent themselves with a 99.99% success rate. We started this program in January of 2022. Today is May 15th, 2023. 252 people have at some point been TEP students. 42 had success prior to April 3, 2023. Between April 3rd and May 11th, 2023, we had 40 victories out of 40 cases in just 29 days. We also had 2 cautionary tales, tenants that lost because they did not follow instructions. If you follow our instructions on the day of trial, you will be prepared for that trial. And if a lawyer frees up, which often does, we will step in and represent you. 40 cases in 29 days, 40 victories in 29 days, 100% success rate in those 29 days. Only one of our participants has gone to trial alone, and he won. 4 have picked juries before we could step in. They all saw success. The only two households that followed our instructions have lost. They lost because of unusual pretrial motions by the owner. It is essential that you get to at least step 10 by your first trial appearance. If possible, get to step 18. Be a winner. Join our program.
If you need emotional or technical support, please join our Friday 10-night support group at 6 p.m. Find the link at edn.la/webinars. The tenant support group is led by tenants that got excellent results by using our services. And remember,
When we fight,
we win.
win.
End recording?